So like always, I'm going to start by spraying my face with Fix Plus. Next, I'm going to go in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in the shade 6W1. I'm spraying my sponge and my brush with Fix Plus as well. And I'm not going to use a lot of this because I'm really going to use more concealer than anything. This is just going to be my base for my makeup. I love this foundation. It lasts all day. It is sweat proof, humidity proof. It's just amazing. If you haven't tried it, please do. Now you're going to see me do a lot of blending in this tutorial because I am putting on so much makeup. It's necessary to blend. So now I'm spraying my sponge again with Fix Plus and again blending. Blending, blending, blending. My brows obviously are already done. There is a tutorial on that if you want to see how I do those. So next I'm going to use the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Concealer, using that under my eyes and any other areas where I have any dark spots. And I'm not going to speed this video up because I really want you to see what I'm doing. And this is the first really in-depth tutorial that I've done in a really long time, so I'm going to take my time. The sponge that I'm using is by Real Techniques. Now this is a Beauty Blender knockoff. However, I like this sponge way better than the actual Beauty Blender sponge. I find the pink Beauty Blender sponge way too firm. This one is a little bit softer. And of course you can use the sponge dry, but I prefer to spray the sponge. It helps the sponge not absorb as much of your makeup so that most of it is on your face and not on the sponge. Next, I am using a MAC foundation stick, Studio Fix foundation stick. I believe the shade is the shade is NW60. Now this product is discontinued, but you can literally use anything that is darker, any cream, foundation, concealer, or whatever you like to use. More blending. So now I'm going to get started with my eyeshadow. I am using a discontinued product from MAC. It is a eyeshadow stick, so you can use any type of cream base, but I would suggest starting with a cream base just for more intensity. So I'm just going to kind of create the shape that I want to do, and with smoky eyes, I mean obviously it can be any shape you want, but I'm just kind of doing a more rounded shape, but you can do a more winged out shape or smoked out shape, but I'm just starting with the cream just so I don't get black eyeshadow everywhere. And again, like I said, it just adds more intensity as well. So now I am just blending that cream eyeshadow in my crease. Now I am using Brown Script eyeshadow in my crease as my transition color. It's really important whenever you do a smoky eye, or any eyeshadow really, but especially a smoky eye, to have a transition color. So something that is lighter than the black shadow that you're using. It just makes it look more natural. Now I'm using Smolder eyeliner. I'm going to use that in my waterline because I want this to be really dark. You're going to see me use this a couple times, but I'm just using that to start. Now I'm going in and adding more of the black eyeshadow base for more intensity. So of course, the more of this you use, the darker the eyeshadow is going to look. And with smoky, I mean, there's so many variations of a smoky eye. It doesn't have to be black. You don't have to use black all over, but this is just what I'm doing for this video. So now I'm just blending out that cream eyeshadow. Now I am going over my lash line again with the Smolder eye pencil. And per usual, all of the products I'm going to be using are MAC products unless stated otherwise. So now I'm going in again with the 217 brush and doing more blending. Now I'm kind of going in at the bottom of my eye and bringing the eyeliner out a little bit, just kind of elongating the shape and more blending. Now I'm using a black eyeshadow. This is a discontinued product, but you can use any black eyeshadow that you want. And I'm just going over the cream eyeshadow with that black eyeshadow. Now, if you have an eyeshadow that has a lot of fallout, you can just use a translucent powder under your eyes so it doesn't fall anywhere. But as you can see, this eyeshadow that I used that was discontinued that I absolutely loved, there's no fallout whatsoever. Now I'm going in again and using a little bit more of the transition color, which is Brown Script. I'm using a 217 brush, and I'm using that again in the crease. So now we're going to start with highlighting and contouring. I'm using the MAC 24-Hour Concealer. This is the shade NW44. I only use this shade when I really want my highlight to stand out. This is not a shade I use every single day. This is obviously like more of a dramatic look that I don't do every day. As you can see there, I did spray my sponge again with Fix Plus, and now I'm just going to blend that out. When you're putting on this much makeup, blending is key. And actually, you're going to see me make a mistake here in a minute, but it's okay because we're going to blend it all out. Now I am using the same concealer in a different shade. This shade is NW55 as my contour color. Spraying my brush with Fix Plus. I wish they sold this in gallon size because I go through this stuff. I mean, as you can see, I use it a lot. So now I'm just blending around my forehead. Now, I actually put my contour up a little bit too high, but it's okay because we're going to fix that with blending. With your contour, you don't want to go too high. You also don't want to go too low. You kind of want it like right underneath your cheekbone. I put it up a little bit too high here, but it's okay because we're going to fix it. More Fix Plus. More blending. So I wanted a little more definition for my nose, so I'm just adding a little bit more of the Studio foundation stick in the shade NW60, and I'm blending that out with the concealer brush and also my Real Techniques sponge. Now I'm going to set my makeup with MAC Studio Fix Powder. The shade that I'm using is NC47. And I'm really buffing that into my skin. This is a full coverage matte powder, as you probably know. It's really popular. It's a great powder. It's great to be worn on top of makeup or also alone. Now I'm going to use the Sasha Buttercup loose powder underneath my eye to set my concealer. Now, so many different ways I've seen people use this. Some people will just use it kind of down the sides of their nose. I like to go down the side and then up a little bit in the corner of my eye. And that brush that I'm using is just like a flat foundation brush. You could use your Real Technique sponge to do this, or brush, either. Just your preference. Makeup is so much fun. And I guess you feel the same way, because I guess that's why you're here, right? Anyway, so now I'm using that same powder just to kind of carve out a little more shape to my face, because my face actually looks pretty flat right now, even though I have highlighted and contoured. So I'm just using the powder to kind of define things a little bit more. And now I'm just dusting the powder away with a fluffy dual fiber brush. Now you really could just throw on your mascara and or lashes, a lip, and be done with it at this point, but I'm extra, so we're gonna keep going. Fix Plus again. More blending again. Now I'm going over the front of my brows with my Studio Fix powder in the shade NC47, just to lighten them. Anytime I do a smoky eye, I like to do a lighter brow. I'm the type of person, I really only like one thing on my face to be intense, so either brows or eyeshadow or lips, never all three. So I like to pick one thing to stand out, and in this case it's going to be eyes. So now I'm using MAC Studio Fix powder in NW55 to contour with, and just blending again. More Fix Plus. Like, how much of this stuff am I going to use, right? But it makes such a difference. So now I'm going in with Chestnut lip liner. I'm going to use Chestnut lip liner, Myth lipstick, and See-Thru lipstick, and actually another lipstick that's discontinued, so I won't even bother telling you what it is because you probably won't be able to find it. But I love nude lips, period. I was gonna say I love nude lips and smoky eyes. I do nude lips always, but in particular, I think a smoky eye looks absolutely amazing with nude lips. Because again, I really want my eyes to be the focus here. Now I do my liner really thick, and I also shade the size in, because the lipstick that I wear is pretty light, so this just kind of helps it not look crazy. Lip liner can really change lipstick. So I hear so many people say, oh, I don't wear lip liner. They wear lipstick, they wear gloss, but they don't wear lip liner. Lip liner can really enhance any lipstick or gloss. So if you have never tried a lip liner before, I highly recommend. Now I'm using MAC Studio Fix powder in C45 underneath my eyes for a highlight. And I'm going to also use it in the center of my forehead. And I used a little bit too much, but it's okay. We're going to fix it. I've been doing makeup for years, and even I still make mistakes. Most of the time, they can be fixed. So I'm just using a little bit of a darker powder, the NW55, just to kind of take down that highlight that I put in the center of my forehead. That's too much. Now I'm using the same powder in W55 to define my nose a little bit more, and now I'm going in with my sponge to do more blending. So I wanted my lipstick to be lighter, so I added Myth lipstick on top of the other kind of beige lipstick that I used. It wasn't light enough. I wanted my lips to kind of stand out a little bit more, so I put Myth lipstick on top. I love this lipstick for adding on other lipsticks just to make them lighter. So that's a little makeup hack for you. You can always use a lighter lipstick to make any lipstick you have lighter. Now I want to go in and add a little more definition to my eyes. So I'm using the Sasha Buttercup powder underneath. And just blending my eyeshadow out a little bit more. Now I'm going in with my mascara. I should have put lashes on with this look, but I didn't have any around that I wanted to use. So mascara it is. Now for my mascara, I like to go top and bottom, top and bottom. And my last motion is going up just to make them stand out a little bit more. I should have used an eyelash curler, but did not. I do love this mascara. I will have all of the products listed in the description box. You can never have too much mascara when you're doing a smoky eye. Now we're just going to blend away that powder. See, it kind of made my eyeshadow just look a little bit sharper. So now I am adding more of the black eyeshadow underneath my eyes just to smoke it out a little bit more at the bottom. Now I'm using NW55. I like to use this underneath my eyeliner. It just kind of makes it look a little bit softer, and if you make a mistake, you can use it to fix that. So now I'm just going in with an eyebrow pencil to define my brows a little bit more. This pencil is by Damone Roberts. He is a celebrity makeup artist, brow stylist. He does Beyonce's eyebrows, and I absolutely love this pencil. It's really creamy, and it's just amazing. Yeah, I need a little more definition in my brows. I think that looks much better. So now I'm using Fix Plus. Now the look is pretty much done at this point. I'm just going in now and just doing some other finishing touches. Adding more powder on my brows just to make them look softer. Now I'm using my favorite highlighter, Bobbi Brown Pink Glow. I'm going to use that at the center of my forehead, tip of my nose, and high planes of my cheekbones. Now I'm just going in with a little bit more of my contour powder. If you made it this far in the tutorial, thank you so much for watching, subscribing, liking. I really appreciate you. Your comments and likes and subscribes just encourage me to continue to make videos. So thank you so much. So again, the look is pretty much done at this point. I'm just being dramatic and doing a slow motion of me putting Fix Plus on, and I'm just going to go in and add some finishing touches, but this is pretty much a done look. Smoky eyes, nude lips. And I just got my hair done, so I was feeling cute. So now you're just going to see me, I guess primping, is that the word? The only thing I feel like that is missing from this look, eyelashes. I didn't have any on hand that I wanted to use, but an eyelash definitely takes a look. It's like the icing on the cake, the cherry on top of the cake, if that's the saying. No, it's the icing on the cake. I think last two steps that I'm going to do, I'm going to put on See-Thru lip gloss and also burnt pepper blush. Just a little bit. Yep, See-Thru lip gloss. Love this lip gloss. I mean, it makes it look like I have lip filler, which I don't have, which I've thought about getting, but I'm probably not going to do because I mean, I can just use this lip gloss. I love this slow motion. I just think it looks it looks really cool. That is the finished look. I hope you liked it, and I will be posting more. I can't believe I've done, I think, what, 5 tutorials? 5 or 4 in the past couple weeks. So my goal is to do at least 1 a week. We'll see what happens. 1 a week for the next 6 months, and we're gonna see where it goes. So now I'm just doing more blending. All right, we're gonna speed this up because I think you get the point. Now I'm gonna go in and add a little bit of burnt pepper blush. It's very pigmented, so you don't need a lot. So that's pretty much the finished look. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for watching, subscribing. Follow me on Instagram, Scott Marie Tiffany. And here's me on Instagram just being extra for no reason. Well, not for no reason, because I just got my hair done and I felt real cute, so I wanted to share. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And tell me what in the description box what other looks you would like to see me do in the future. Thanks. Bye.